Hey everybody, Jaymes Mansfield here bringing you yet another video. Today I'm bringing you a one brand transformation using nothing but Kat Von D products. So let's see what I can transform this mug into. That's kind of rough. Anyway, stick around and let's see what I come up with. First things first, I gotta prime my face, so I'm gonna use the very last of my Kat Von D Lock-It primer. Look at her, there she is. Oh, there's nothing left, oh no. Look at that little noodle. Okay, I love this stuff, although it kind of smells like Chinese food. Next, time for our foundation. I am using medium 56 in the Lock-It foundation. Look at her, it's so pretty. Using a beauty blender, we're going to turn this man into what I hope something that resembles a woman. I still have eyebrows on. Hold on. Before this dries down, let me take my brows off. Don't look at me. And this stuff dries down super quickly, so you have to really work with it fast. Otherwise you'll have like some patchy skin, so you gotta work the product in fast. But the good thing is, like, it's super full coverage, so a little bit goes a long way with her. And just work her down the neckline so that I don't look two-toned, because you don't want to look like a marble cake. Then people will clock you and think, you know, you got a really bad tan. Because I may be a Wisconsin Dairy Queen, but I'm not the queen of farmers tans. No. And get them ears as well. That also helps if you're going to be gluing jewelry to your ears later. Okay, we got a good blank canvas. Next we got a highlight. I am using the KVD Lock-It Concealer Cream in the shade Whiteout. This is actually like a transition color if you want to make something lighter, but it works really well for drag makeup because it's so stark white that when I put it on my face, it creates that really bold highlight that you need. Put a little bit there, a little bit here, some on the forehead, brow as well. A little bit more on the forehead, and swipe under the eyes too. Why not? Alright, take a different beauty blender. Gonna buff that out. Okay. Creating a little chinny chin chin. And doing our brow bone along with our forehead. Okay, there we go. You should look like the son of the mask. Alright, time to set. I'm going to use the Lock-It setting powder. It's a translucent color, but I'm also going to use it to set my face. Alright, just dump some of that somewhere with reckless abandon. Because I'm a drag queen, we're going to use too much powder, that's what we do. And pick up my blending brush and seize my lungs with all the setting powder. Ozone, schmozone, just put that all over your face. Yeah, this should resemble the later scenes of Scarface. So if you're giving us that Al Pacino fantasy, you're doing the right thing. You are on the right track. Alright, time to bake. Some of that, and just pat it on your face. There's no such thing as too much. So far, it's just like the stuff I usually do for my makeup. Revving up for when I get to do the eye part. That's what I really want to have some fun with. Try something new. Alright, I'm going to do contour next. So what I'm going to do is use the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. This thing gets a lot of love, as you can tell. It's like every pan is empty. Oh dear. I need to get a new one. Gonna use the middle color shadow play and contour these cheeks, get it all cut. And taking a school card or, you know, a coupon for something, maybe Arby's coupon. Put that right in the cheek and start cutting her. Working it from the hairline down to our cheekbone. Give us that nice carved Tyra Banks on the cover of Sports Illustrated kind of cheekbone. Yeah. Alright. Same color, do it down the jawline. What I like to do is I like poke my jaw out like that, so that you can get in those hard to reach spaces. Alright. Just cut her. Cut her like she owes you money. And work it down the neck too. Show that some love. And I'm gonna use the lighter color It's called Subconscious. Use that one to cut my forehead because I don't want anything too dark up here because when I put my wig on, it's gonna look really obvious. Start here and work it down. And work her down. And the good thing here is that it creates a line here so that you'll know where to put your eyeliner. There we go. We're still letting this bake here on the cheeks and the forehead and the chin. So while that's cooking, let's do our eyeliner. I am using the Kat Von D tattoo liner. I use it a lot, as you can see. It's got like all my makeup on it. You can see I made that line here from the contour. That's going to tell me where to start. And this thing's really handy because it's like a calligraphy needle. So it gets really precise lines, and just tilt it a little bit and that will give you a bigger shape if you want. Alright, let's let her dry. And it reaches that point where you, got a crease! Like doing open heart surgery, fixing a crease. Thank you. Alright, grab a fan and dry her off. Alright, let's do the other side. Oh my god. I hate doing eyeliner. It's like the most nuclear thing to handle with makeup because if you mess it up, your entire look is just destroyed. It's like the atom bomb of makeup. You have to handle it so carefully. You're laughing, having fun. Next thing you know, you mess that up, everything's dead. Alright. Let's do our creases. Using the eye palette for shade and light. Gonna go into a combination of Latinas and Citri. And I'm gonna create our faux crease. Just to make it like a guideline. I'm doing a smoky eye today, but I like to do this just like, you know, a guideline of where to stop. Because when you smoke out stuff, you could have a tendency of going way too big or bigger than you expected. Next thing you know, your like whole eye is engulfed in this panda nightmare. Other side. Sit here and fight with my other eye to make sure it all comes out even. Anybody else have that problem where it's like a battle with one side of your face to make sure the other eye is even? I got this scar right here, so I have to do all sorts of mathematics and rulers in order to get it to look even. And half the time it's still not the case. Let's cut her. Going back in with the concealer. Take some of that and find us our little brush. Use a little brush. I'm gonna take some of that off of there. And we're gonna cut our crease. And essentially what I'll do with this is I'm just like priming my lid. Other side. Can never be too careful with a cut crease. Pretend you're George Clooney in ER. And if you get to the club and something's uneven, just, you know, tell the promoter you were in an earthquake or something. Alright, set it. We're taking our powder again. Just taking whatever residue's there. You don't need a whole lot. Just pat that down and set it. Let's start our smoky eye. Taking the color Shax, named after Shaquille O'Neal, I think, or something. That tap some of that guy on and pack in our lid. Because my last Kat Von D look I did, it was more of a Selena inspired look. This one, I want to go full tilt and do a complete gothy kind of look. I'm going to fill in that crease space with the black, with the packing brush. Because I want to look like something dark-sided. I want to strike fear in the hearts of a woman that's on white swap. Let's do our other side. Alright, we're just packing this in. Alright, I'm going to add more black to this area and cover up some spaces I might have missed, but first things first, I gotta rebake. Taking that translucent powder again. We're gonna add another coat underneath here to catch any fallout. Put on a good old ignorant amount. Alright, let's go back in with that black and just keep packing it in. You wanna look like the Babadook side chick. Taking a clean blending brush, I'm gonna blend out the edges. And we're gonna smoke her out. Alright, other side. Oh yeah, she looks evil. I like it. Alright, we're gonna do eyebrows. Using that same shade and light palette, I'm gonna use the color Solas and I'm gonna carve up my eyebrows. Start with the bottom, work it down, but still paying attention to where my wig line is gonna go, so you don't want your eyebrows going all the way underneath your wig. And do the top. Alright, arch and marry it with the tail. Just fill it in. That's a good outline for a brow. Before we fill it in with a color, make it more bold. Let's do the other side first. Then we'll fill it in. Alright, do the top of that one too. Gotta look evil. I'm gonna use Citrine and color that in. There we go. So we want the full Mistress of the Dark with our eyebrows. She is giving you Elizabeth Bathory. She's giving you Elvira. She's giving you evil women of the past. And let's make her a little darker too. So we're gonna go in with Shax again and marry that with the brown. Because shocker, I'm doing dark hair today. So I want the brows all to tie together with the hair. There you go. Good and evil. Let's finish the bottom of her eyes. Taking some of that white concealer. Gonna take some of that. And on a really, really teeny tiny brush, like a lip brush, grab some of that guy and go underneath. And exaggerate the size of our bottom. So our eyes look really wide and open. Also helps if you have eye bags. It helps mask that a little bit. I don't know what that's like. I'm just using for that white to cover up my eye bag. Eye purses. They're teeny tiny. Let's set that under eye. Using the color Solas, the bone white color, I'm gonna set that. And we're just gonna lightly pat that on to set it. Because you don't wanna like harpoon yourself in the eye with this. Okay, our eyes are bugging out and open now. We're gonna use our tattoo liner again and go underneath the eye. Whew, okay, now we got that done. We're gonna go back in on the top and create our little point here. And that'll complete the extension of the eye. Do the other side now. Alright. Lady of the Night. Alright, finish up our outer corner here. Taking a blending brush, I'm going to sweep away the under eye very carefully. With this powder brush, I'm going to sweep away all that underneath excess. And I'm going to add some color to the lid now. So going back in with that setting powder again, we're going to create a whole new layer underneath to catch that. Because even a little color on your cheek could ruin your whole face. And then you'll have to like, just make that part of the look. And I don't like to compromise, so better safe than sorry. I'm going to use the Kat Von D Mi Vida Loca palette. It's a palette she released a few years ago. It was kind of a like exclusive kind of thing. And it's now discontinued, but I'm going to use some of the colors in it because it gave you this whole menagerie of colors. Look at that. I still haven't gone through all of these. I'm going to use some purple in the eyelid today because it's getting a little dark for me. I need some color back in my life. I'm going to use the purple called Anthem. I'm going to go up here in the crease space and just jazz it up a bit. Do our other side, and then we're going to go in with a clean brush and blend it. Alright, the clean brush, you're going to blend out the edges. Because we want to just like gradate outwards. You don't want that harsh line there. Alright, I'm going to go inside of here as well. And lead it up with our eyes too. Brush again and blend. Yes. Do our other side. Alright, I'm going to do a brow highlight. I'm going to use Thunderstruck by Kat Von D. It's a Metal Crush eyeshadow. I'm going to use this to highlight my brows. There we go. Adds a little more pop to the brow bone. Let's do our top and then we're going to blend it. Blend those edges down. Going back in with the Shade and Light Contour palette, we're going to start our nose. Using Shadow Play again, that's the middle color. I'm going to snatch this nose up. Alright, going from brow bone all the way down to the bridge. Get inside there too. Let's do our other side. And careful not to get too close into the eye area because you have all that black there. You don't want to bring that down onto your nose contour. Alright, tip of the nose. And using the cream concealer again, white out. Just need a little bit of it. That little teeny tiny brush again. Grab a little dollop. We're going to do a little dot here on the nose. And a little line down the nose. And you can trail it up to the forehead as well. Creating sort of like a champagne glass on the nose. Taking a beauty blender, we're going to buff that down. And our nose brush, we're going to just blend those edges in. And a tiny bit of setting powder. I'm going to set the nose area. And using my tattoo liner, I'm going to extend my nostrils a little bit. Okay. Let's do our other side. Not my tattoo liner is almost out. More setting powder. Gonna bake the bottom of the jaw area. Cut out that jawline. Time to do our lips. I use the Lipliner Lolita. Let's line our lips. Check our symmetry. Looks good to me. Alright, and I'm using a lipstick from her Rock Candy collection. It's a little mini like this. and it is the gray lipstick called Zero. Look at this little bullet, it's so cute. Let's fill her in. These little lipsticks amuse me so much because it feels like I'm coloring with crayons. Her lipsticks always smell like Starbucks. It drives me nuts. I want Starbucks now. And there we are. It's a nice, beautiful, grayish lilac kind of tone. Let's do our blush. First things first, we gotta blend away that powder. Our baking is done. And look at that cheek we cooked. This blush is called Mickey and Malory. Mickey and Malory after the Natural Born Killers. And really grind up in there. Alright, just blend. Blend down our contour. Forehead too. And do our 3 for the contour. And our chinny chin chin. Now time for our final touch, the highlight. I'm using her Alchemist holographic palette. It looks like that. My lighting's so bright you can't really see the colors, but it's green, purple, coral, and a very light snowy white. I'm gonna use the purple on my cheeks today. I'm picking some of that up. And we're just gonna add that glow. Ooh, it's so pretty. Bam! Blend down the edge a little bit. I'm gonna add something under the brow too. Yes. Oh my god. That just like stepped my eyebrow up. Yes, ma'am. Come on, Miss Kat Von D. Put it on top too and snatch my eyebrow completely bald. Yes. I feel for her. Yes, ma'am. I am in love with that. I kinda wanna add some to my nose. Just to be extra. I'm in love with this. Alright, this is the final look. I'm gonna put my eyelashes on off camera and I'll see you guys soon with the final results.
Welcome back! The power of eyelashes, right? Thank you so much for watching my transformation. It's a bit different for me, you know? I'm used to doing lots of light colors and lots of blonde hairs, and I feel like being bad today and going over to the dark side. What do you guys think? I've always been super inspired by those bad girls of the 1950s like Betty Page, and especially the new wave girls of the 90s like Dita Von Teese. That new wave goth look, I love it so much. And I'm so glad I was able to bring it to you guys today. It's a different side of me that I don't get to show very often, you know? Oh yeah, do you like my fuzzy? If you're interested in making one of these, click my video down below and I'll show you how to make one from scratch. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe and click the notification button. That way you'll be made aware of every time I upload a new video. And a big thank you to my supporters on Patreon. And if you're interested in becoming a Patreon, click the link down below and see how. Now, until next time, kittens.
Bye.
Click here and learn how to make a stole. Or learn how to make a puppet. Come on, click it. Prevent the zombie outbreak by clicking my video. Click it!